Hello everyone and welcome back to CookieRun Cookie Trials with Galgon, and in this episode I'm going to show you how I finally managed to beat a Stollen Cookie Trial in the hard difficulty, aka the Rainbow Rank. And if you like this kind of content, then be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, and don't forget to ring the bell so you won't miss out anything that I put on this channel. Everything is free, you don't need to pay, and by subscribing you make the channel grow and follow this even more, which makes me happy so I can create more content for you to watch. So, Stollen Cookie's Cookie Trial in the hard difficulty. It took me a while, but eventually I did it, and believe it or not, for me, at least in my experience, this is way easier compared to the Diamond Rank version, believe it or not. Probably because with the Diamond Rank I can train myself not to miss all of those the cadeaus that the Stollen Cookies collect when she does the skill. And after playing with her at least for this entire day, I can simply conclude that this cookie is like a combination of a bunch of other cookies, such as for example the tiramisu and then chestnut, in terms of her animation there doing the cycling while apparently being a train driver as well. And also the skill where she isn't on her ability, or ultimate skill as I would call it, is basically equivalent to like spinach or candlelight. Although with the case of Stollen Cookie's ability, it lacks one ability, which is the ability to generate more points. She can only generate more health and sprinting and creating a shield that lasts for a while basically. Now in terms of the treasure set that I use for this particular run, not much is changed actually. The treasure on the left and the right is exactly the same as I use on the Diamond Rank trial, although the middle one is basically the gigantic jelly bean, if I'm not mistaken. So basically that treasure boosts the points of certain jellies that you collect by making them larger and then, boosting more points. Now the one and final thing that I find it quite annoying in regards to her ability is that you need to steer the train manually, because if you don't, then the train will just automatically going all the way until the very bottom, and then sometimes there is obstacles in there and you do want to avoid the obstacle whenever possible. And now here comes a little bit of demonstration of the skill. So you can see the train just wobbles a lot and you have to manually control it, and you have to avoid these rocks which looks like asteroids for some reason, even though we're not going into space. And you might also notice that the potions that we collect throughout this trial is smaller than the normal rank version, which is the large version of that particular potion. I think that's just a little gimmick that makes the trial a little bit harder, but hey, if you max it out, the cookie, the path, and the treasure just like I did in this particular video, you should be able to conquer the hard difficulty, aka the Rainbow Rank, without any kind of problem. As I actually managed to do it already. All you need just to run perfectly and hope that you don't crash falling into the abyss down below. Now I'll see you in the part where the run with the legendary treasure. Right, time for a run with this trial once again, but this time I'm going to equip one of the legendary treasure, which is the purple / Djinn legendary treasure. And the simple reason why I equip it with the Djinn legendary treasure instead of the Meteor legendary treasure, that's because I just start leveling up that particular legendary treasure, because believe it or not, it takes me crystals to be able to level up legendary treasures. But the problem is because I have so many, well, let's just say coupon cards to get the treasure that I need, particularly the new one. The problem is the game doesn't recognize it as such, so I have to spend every single multiple of those treasure cards to be able to use diamonds and then finally use that diamond to level up that particular blue legendary treasure. And yeah, at the moment I only have it at level 4, so it's not going to be making any kind of debut on the channel anytime soon. So yeah, it will be, but I don't think that is achievable at least within the next month or so. Anyway, that's it for me narrating this part of this video. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, stay safe, and I'll catch you soon in the next video, which is hopefully is going to be the Patch Noir content first, and also right after that it is going to be the brand new season of random breakout challenge, because the random breakout challenge sounds quite fun because there's a bunch of randomness around it, and I didn't get any experience of that until quite recently. Also, I just didn't have the time to commit myself to doing random breakout videos. And also the Lotus Palace is up at the moment, so that's also a breakout map that I haven't visited for quite a while. So that's currently is on my agenda of what makes me do list of making videos. Anyway, that's it for me. I'm also Regalcon, signing it off, and I'll see you on the next video. Take care, and bye for now. Oh, believe it or not, I actually got less score in the legendary treasure compared to the non-legendary version of the run. That doesn't happen quite often actually.